Roscoe Tanner is a former American professional tennis player, who turned pro in 1972 and reached a career-high world singles ranking of world number 4 on July 30, 1979. Tanner was famous for his big left-handed serve, which was clocked at 153 mph at Palm Springs in 1978 during the final against Raúl Ramírez. He is also known for winning the men's singles title at the first of two Australian Open tournaments held in 1977. Tanner won the tournament held in January. Vitas Gerulaitis won the December tournament. Tanner also reached the Wimbledon final in 1979, losing to Björn Borg in 5 sets. Tanner has been in the news in recent years for his legal problems. Early life: Leonard Roscoe Tanner III hailed from Lookout Mountain, Tennessee, graduated from the Baylor School, and with teammate Sandy Meyer helped to lead Stanford University's rise to the number 1 ranking in collegiate tennis in 1973. Tanner played number 1 singles, with Meyer playing number 2. The team also featured Rick Fisher, Stanley Passerell, Jim Delaney, James Chico Hagge, Jerry Gross-Slimond, Pat Dupree, Tim Noonan and Paul Sidon. Of the winning 1973 Stanford tennis team, Tanner, Meyer and Dupree were all brothers in the Zeta Psi fraternity. Playing history: Tanner defeated Raúl Ramírez 8 in the 5th set to win the 1970 United States Amateur Championships. Tanner defeated Guillermo Vilas in 3 straight sets in the 1977 Australian Open final, to win his first and only Grand Slam title. Tanner lost a 5-set match to Björn Borg in the 1979 Wimbledon final, which was the first Wimbledon final to be broadcast live in the United States as part of NBC's Breakfast at Wimbledon. Tanner avenged this loss to Borg by beating him in 4 sets in the US Open quarter-finals 2 months later, a match where Tanner's 140 mph serve brought the net down during the 4th set. Tanner lost to Vitas Gerulaitis in the semi-finals. Tanner described his 1979 US Open win over Borg and loss to Gerulaitis in his autobiography as the highest of my highs and the lowest of my lows on a tennis court within 2 days of each other. Tanner's strong left-handed serve was thrown very low and struck with a lunge involving the whole body, earning him the nickname the Rocket. His booming 153 mph serve was the fastest ever recorded in tournament competition from February 1978 until Andy Roddick posted a 155 mph serve in a Davis Cup tournament in September 2004. Grand Slam singles tournament timeline: 1. The Australian Open was played twice in 1977, in January and December. Grand Slam finals, singles: 2, singles titles, doubles titles. Personal life: Tanner has been married 3 times, first to Nancy, next to Charlotte and currently to Margaret. He has 5 children, all daughters. Has coached Dennis Early, Frank Norman, Jesse Steege, Adrienne Radakovic and a session with Kenzo Wong. Criminal record: Tanner has an extensive record of conflicts with the law. He was first arrested in 1997 for failure to pay child support to Connie Romano, with whom he fathered a child in the early 1990s. Tanner was arrested again in Karlsruhe in June 2003 on a fugitive warrant. He had fled from Florida after felony charges were filed against him. In this case, the charges related to passing a bad check to purchase a yacht in 2000 and to further non-payment of child support to Romano. He pled guilty and received an initial sentence of probation. After violating the terms of his probation, Tanner was arrested again on fugitive and probation violation warrants and was convicted and sentenced to 2 years in the custody of the Florida Department of Corrections. He was released 1 year early for good behavior, and extradited to Orange County, California, where he was jailed there on an outstanding warrant for contempt of court on a charge of refusal to pay child support. In May 2008, Roscoe Tanner was arrested in Knoxville, Tennessee for the felony of writing $72,000 in worthless checks as payment for 2 Toyota Highlanders. The felony charge was dismissed on August 14, 2008 after the dealership obtained return of the vehicles, which were taken out of town, and upon Tanner's payment of $5,000 in restitution to the dealership for the reduced value of the vehicles after their recovery. Several years before, Tanner had been arrested in Knoxville for violating probation resulting from his guilty pleas in Florida relating to felony worthless checks and grand theft. In April 2010, Tanner was evicted from his residence in Florida, and was in hiding from another warrant for his arrest from July 2010 until he was arrested in January 2012, on charges of writing a worthless $1,200 check for boat repairs. Tanner now lives in Vero Beach, Florida with his third wife, Margaret, and their 8-year-old daughter, Lacey. Tanner teaches tennis and says that he is trying to turn his life around. On March 13, 2013, Tanner was arrested in Indian River County, Florida on additional warrants, including a warrant for worthless check/failure to appear and a felony third-degree grand theft warrant from St. Lucie County, Florida. Tanner was released from jail on a $5,000 bond and is awaiting trial. Additionally, Tanner is wanted in Georgia for contempt of court according to the Clerk of Court of Dade County, Georgia as of March 29, 2013. Tanner has been evading service of that warrant since July 23, 2009 according to the sheriff of that county, where Tanner used to reside. References